Before history was written and empires were named, civilizations were already shaping stone in ways meant to last forever. Across Asia, ancient societies built monuments so ambitious they still challenge belief today. These structures were carved, stacked, and aligned through faith, power, and human determination. Cities rose, cultures flourished, and time slowly erased their names from memory. This is Lost Civilizations of Asia, a journey into hidden monuments left behind by forgotten empires. Rising above the city of Osaka, Osaka Castle was originally constructed in 1583 by Toyotomi Hideyoshi, one of the most powerful warlords in Japanese history. Hideyoshi built the castle as a symbol of unity after decades of civil war during the Sengoku period. Massive stone walls, defensive moats, and elevated towers were designed to display strength as much as protection. The castle became the political and military center of Hideyoshi's campaign to unify Japan. Its strategic location allowed control over trade routes and regional power. After Hideyoshi's death, Osaka Castle became the stage for the Siege of Osaka, 1614 to 1615, one of the most decisive conflicts in Japanese history. Forces loyal to Tokugawa Ieyasu destroyed the castle, marking the end of Toyotomi rule and the beginning of the Tokugawa shogunate. The structure was rebuilt several times, suffering damage from fire and war before taking its modern form in the 20th century. Today, the castle stands within a vast park that contrasts sharply with its violent past. Its walls preserve the moment when Japan's fractured age ended and centralized rule began. Located in present-day Iran, Persepolis was founded around 518 BC by Darius III, ruler of the Achaemenid Empire. The city was designed as a ceremonial capital rather than a residential one, used primarily for royal gatherings and seasonal celebrations. Massive stone staircases, towering columns, and carved reliefs were built to display the empire's power and unity. Delegations from across the empire traveled here to present gifts during the Persian New Year, known as Novruz. Every carving recorded nations, cultures, and rulers brought together under Persian rule. Persepolis stood as a symbol of imperial strength until 330 BC, when it was captured and burned by Alexander the Great. The fire destroyed wooden structures, but left much of the stone architecture intact. Over centuries, sand buried the ruins, preserving them from complete destruction. Rediscovered and studied in modern times, the site revealed one of history's most advanced ancient empires. Walking among its columns today reveals how absolute power was once staged in stone, then erased in a single moment of conquest. Clinging to a cliff nearly 3,000 feet above the Paro Valley, Tiger's Nest Monastery was built in 1692 in what is now Bhutan. The monastery is officially known as Paro Taktsang and is linked to Guru Padmasambhava, the figure who introduced Buddhism to the region in the 8th century. According to legend, Guru Padmasambhava arrived at the site riding a flying tigress and meditated in a cave. The location was chosen for spiritual isolation rather than convenience or defense. Its dramatic placement turned it into one of the most sacred sites in Himalayan Buddhism. For centuries, monks traveled dangerous mountain paths to reach the monastery for meditation and retreat. Fires and earthquakes damaged parts of the complex, most notably in 1998, when much of it was destroyed. The Bhutanese government rebuilt the monastery using traditional methods to preserve its spiritual integrity. Tiger's Nest remains an active religious site rather than a relic of the past. The monastery's survival reflects a civilization that placed spiritual devotion above comfort, safety, and permanence. At the heart of Bangkok, Wat Phra Kaeo was established in 1782 by King Ramathava, founder of the Chakri dynasty. The temple was built within the grounds of the Grand Palace, making it the spiritual center of the Thai kingdom. Wat Phra Kaeo houses the Emerald Buddha, a sacred statue carved from jade and dating back to the 14th century. Only the king is permitted to touch the statue, changing its ceremonial robes during seasonal rituals. The temple symbolized both royal authority and divine protection over the state. Unlike most temples, Wat Phra Kaeo has no resident monks and functions purely as a ceremonial site. Important national events and royal rituals are held within its walls. The complex reflects Thailand's survival through centuries of regional conflict without colonization. Its architecture blends religious devotion with political power. Every ritual performed here reinforces a tradition where monarchy and belief remain inseparable. Rising from the plains of central Java, Borobudur was built in the 9th century during the reign of the Sailendra dynasty. The monument was designed as a massive stone mandala representing the Buddhist path toward enlightenment. Over 2 million stone blocks were assembled without mortar to form its terraces and stupas. Carved relief panels tell stories of Buddha's life and teachings. At its height, Borobudur served as a major pilgrimage center in Southeast Asia. By the 14th century, volcanic eruptions and shifting political power led to Borobudur's abandonment. Jungle growth and ash buried the monument, causing it to fade from memory for centuries. It was rediscovered in 1814 during British rule under Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles. Extensive restorations brought the temple back to prominence. Its stone paths still guide pilgrims upward, following the same symbolic journey envisioned over 1,000 years ago. Located in Amritsar, Golden Temple was founded in 1581 by Guru Ram Das, the fourth Guru of Sikhism. The shrine, also known as Harmandir Sahib, was designed to be open on all four sides, symbolizing equality and openness to all people. Its construction marked a defining moment in Sikh history, establishing a spiritual center independent of political power. The sacred pool surrounding the temple, called the Amrit Sarovar, became central to Sikh ritual and identity. Over time, the complex grew into the heart of a faith built on service, humility, and devotion. In the early 19th century, Maharaja Ranjit Singh covered the upper levels of the temple with gold, giving it its modern appearance. The Golden Temple has endured invasions, destruction, and rebuilding, most notably during conflicts in the 18th century. Despite repeated attempts to erase it, the shrine was always restored by the Sikh community. Daily communal meals, known as langar, continue to feed tens of thousands regardless of background. The temple stands as a living institution where faith is practiced through action rather than monument alone. Just north of Kuala Lumpur, Batu Caves are a series of limestone caverns formed over 400 million years ago. In 1891, the caves were transformed into a Hindu religious site dedicated to Lord Murugan by Tamil settlers. A steep staircase of 272 steps leads to the main cave temple, emphasizing pilgrimage through effort and endurance. The site gained wider significance after the installation of the Murugan shrine within the cavern. Batu Caves soon became the focal point of Hindu worship in Malaysia. Each year during Thaipusam, millions of devotees gather at the caves for one of the largest religious festivals in Southeast Asia. Participants perform acts of devotion, including body piercings and long processions, honoring vows made to their deity. The ritual blends ancient belief with the realities of a modern city rising around it. Though surrounded by urban growth, the caves remain spiritually dominant. Batu Caves reflect how migrant civilizations preserved identity through faith carved directly into stone. Towering over Yangon, Shwedagon Pagoda is believed to have been founded over 2,500 years ago, making it one of the oldest Buddhist sites in the world. According to tradition, the pagoda enshrines relics of 4 Buddhas, including strands of hair from Gautama Buddha. The structure has been rebuilt and expanded by successive kings, each adding layers of gold and jewels. Its central stupa rises more than 325 feet, dominating the skyline. The pagoda served as both a religious center and a symbol of royal legitimacy. Shwedagon has also played a role in Myanmar's modern history, serving as a gathering place during political protests. Earthquakes damaged the pagoda several times, most severely in 1768, requiring complete reconstruction. Despite these events, its spiritual authority never faded. Monks, pilgrims, and locals continued daily rituals at all hours. The pagoda's glow reflects a civilization where religion shaped both governance and resistance. Spread across the plains of central Myanmar, Bagan was the capital of the pagan kingdom between the 9th and 13th centuries. At its peak, more than 10,000 temples and stupas were constructed across the region. Kings and nobles commissioned religious buildings to earn spiritual merit and display power. The city became one of the greatest centers of Buddhist learning in Asia. Its skyline was once defined by endless spires rising from the dust. Bagan's decline began after 1287, following invasions by the Mongol Empire. Earthquakes later reduced many structures to ruins, scattering fragments across the plain. Unlike walled cities, Bagan was never rebuilt into a modern settlement. What remains is a vast archaeological landscape frozen in time. Moving through Bagan reveals how devotion, not defense, once shaped an entire civilization. At the center of Mecca, Kaaba is considered the most sacred site in Islam. According to Islamic tradition, the structure was originally built by Prophet Abraham, and his son, Ismail. Long before Islam, the Kaaba already served as a place of pilgrimage for Arabian tribes. In 630 AD, Prophet Muhammad rededicated it to monotheistic worship after the peaceful conquest of Mecca. Its simple cubic form became the spiritual axis of the Islamic world. Every Muslim who prays faces the Kaaba, regardless of distance or nationality. During the annual Hajj pilgrimage, millions circle the structure in a ritual known as tawaf. The Kaaba has been rebuilt multiple times due to floods and damage, yet its form remains unchanged. Unlike grand temples, its power comes from meaning rather than size. The Kaaba represents a civilization united by direction, ritual, and shared belief. Rising above the old city of Jerusalem, Dome of the Rock was completed in 691 AD under the rule of Caliph Abd al-Malik of the Umayyad dynasty. It is one of the earliest surviving works of Islamic architecture in the world. The shrine was built over the foundation stone, a site sacred to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Its golden dome and octagonal design reflected Byzantine influence while establishing a new Islamic visual identity. From the beginning, the structure carried religious meaning far beyond its physical form. Over centuries, rulers repaired, restored, and embellished the shrine to assert control over Jerusalem. Earthquakes and political shifts altered its surroundings, but the dome itself remained central to the city's identity. Inscriptions inside the structure preserve some of the earliest Quranic texts in architectural form. The monument became both a religious symbol and a political statement. Its presence continues to shape how civilizations define sacred space and authority. Located in Himeji, Himeji Castle reached its final form in 1609 during Japan's Edo period. The castle was built under Ikeda Terumasa, a feudal lord allied with Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the Tokugawa shogunate. Unlike earlier fortresses, Himeji combined military defense with refined architectural beauty. White plaster walls, layered roofs, and maze-like paths were designed to confuse invaders. Every angle served both function and symbolism. Himeji survived wars, earthquakes, and even World War II bombing raids that destroyed much of the surrounding city. Its preservation offers a rare look into Japan's feudal power structure at its peak. The castle was never a battlefield, yet it was fully prepared for one. Walking through its corridors reveals how strategy and aesthetics merged under samurai rule. Himeji stands as a blueprint for authority, built on control, order, and restraint. Rising abruptly from the forests of Sri Lanka, Sigiriya was transformed into a royal fortress in the 5th century AD by King Kashyapa III. The massive rock formation, nearly 660 feet high, was chosen for its natural defensive strength. Kashyapa built palaces, gardens, and water systems atop and around the rock. Frescoes painted along its walls depicted court life and religious imagery. The site functioned as both a capital and a statement of power. After Kashyapa's death in 495 AD, Sigiriya was abandoned as a royal center and later used as a Buddhist monastery. Jungle growth slowly reclaimed the complex, hiding it for centuries. Archaeological studies revealed advanced hydraulic engineering far ahead of its time. Sigiriya reflects a ruler's attempt to control both landscape and legacy. The rock preserves a moment when ambition reshaped nature itself. Discovered in 1974 near Xi'an, Terracotta Army was created to guard the tomb of Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor. Construction began around 210 BC, involving hundreds of thousands of workers. The army consists of thousands of life-size soldiers, horses, and chariots, each with unique facial features. Their purpose was to protect the emperor in the afterlife. This underground force mirrored the real military that unified China. The army remained buried for over 2 millennia, untouched by history above ground. Many figures were damaged shortly after Qin's death during rebellions, then sealed by time. Excavations continue today, revealing new chambers and weapons. The site exposed the scale of imperial control exercised even in death. It stands as a reminder of a civilization that extended authority beyond life itself. Standing in Kathmandu, Boudhanath Stupa is one of the largest spherical stupas in the world. Its origins date back to the 5th century AD, during the Licchavi period of Nepalese history. The stupa was built as a center for Buddhist pilgrimage along ancient trade routes between Tibet and India. Its massive white dome represents the universe, while the all-seeing eyes symbolize awareness and compassion. Prayer wheels and flags surround the structure, reinforcing ritual movement. After the 1959 Tibetan uprising, thousands of refugees settled near Boudhanath, transforming it into a major center of Tibetan Buddhism. Monasteries were built around the stupa, restoring its spiritual prominence. Earthquakes damaged the structure in 2015, but it was quickly rebuilt by the community. Daily rituals continue uninterrupted. Boudhanath endures as a monument shaped as much by migration as by faith. Located near the Aegean coast of modern Turkey, Ephesus was founded by Greek settlers around the 10th century BC and later flourished under Roman rule. By the 1st century AD, it had become one of the largest cities in the Roman world, with a population exceeding 250,000. The city was famous for the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Ephesus also played a major role in early Christianity, with visits from St. Paul and the presence of one of the earliest Christian communities. Marble streets, libraries, and theaters reflected its wealth and global influence. The city began to decline after its harbor slowly filled with silt, cutting it off from the sea. Repeated earthquakes and invasions accelerated its abandonment. By the medieval period, Ephesus was largely deserted. Excavations later revealed a city frozen at the height of Roman urban planning. Its ruins capture the moment when commerce, religion, and empire intersected on the edge of the ancient world. Built on the banks of the Yamuna River in Agra, Taj Mahal was commissioned in 1632 by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. The monument was constructed as a mausoleum for his wife Mumtaz Mahal, who died during childbirth. Over 20,000 artisans worked for more than 20 years using white marble brought from across India and Central Asia. The structure combines Persian, Islamic, and Indian architectural styles with precise symmetry. Every detail was designed to reflect paradise as described in Islamic tradition. After the decline of the Mughal Empire, the Taj Mahal suffered neglect and damage. British restoration efforts in the 19th century prevented further decay. Pollution and environmental threats now pose modern challenges to its preservation. The monument remains a personal expression of imperial power shaped by grief. Its presence transforms private loss into an enduring symbol carved in stone. Hidden within the forests of Cambodia, Angkor Wat was built in the early 12th century under King Suryavarman II of the Khmer Empire. Originally dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu, it later transitioned into a Buddhist site. The temple complex covers more than 400 acres, making it the largest religious monument in the world. Its bas-reliefs depict epic Hindu stories and royal ceremonies in extraordinary detail. Angkor Wat served as both a spiritual center and a political statement of divine kingship. After the fall of Angkor in the 15th century, the surrounding city was abandoned, but the temple itself was never fully lost. Buddhist monks continued to maintain it, protecting it from complete ruin. European explorers encountered it again in the 19th century, sparking global fascination. The structure reflects a civilization that linked cosmic order directly to royal authority. Angkor Wat stands as a blueprint of empire carved on a monumental scale. Carved directly into rose-colored cliffs in southern Jordan, Petra was established around the 4th century BC by the Nabatean kingdom. Petra thrived as a major trade hub connecting Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean. Its rock-cut architecture and advanced water systems allowed the city to flourish in a harsh desert environment. The treasury, known as Al-Khazne, was carved with remarkable precision directly into sandstone. The city reflected wealth built not on conquest, but on commerce and engineering. Earthquakes in 363 AD and shifting trade routes led to Petra's gradual decline. By the medieval period, it was largely forgotten outside local knowledge. Western explorers rediscovered it in 1812, revealing an entire city hidden in plain sight. Petra demonstrates how control of trade once rivaled military power. Its silence now contrasts sharply with the movement that once sustained it. Stretching thousands of miles across northern China, Great Wall of China was built over multiple dynasties beginning as early as the 7th century BC. The most well-known sections date to the Ming dynasty between 1368 and 1644. The wall was constructed to defend against invasions and control trade routes along the frontier. Watchtowers, fortresses, and signal fires allowed rapid communication across vast distances. Millions of soldiers, laborers, and prisoners contributed to its construction. Despite its scale, the wall could not fully prevent invasions, including the rise of the Qing dynasty. Over time, large portions fell into disrepair. Modern preservation efforts aim to protect what remains from erosion and human damage. The wall represents a civilization attempting to define its borders physically. Its length records centuries of fear, strategy, and endurance written across the landscape.